Now we're back to big guys. Javon Kinlaw, South Carolina defensive lineman, all 6'5", 324 pounds of him here with us. Javon, how are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good. Can't complain.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this?
Blessed. Just blessed to be here.
Did you feel that way when you were sitting in the medical room waiting to be poked and prodded? I could not do it. I couldn't sit still for 5 minutes waiting for my number to be called to be checked out by the doctors.
I mean, it was a long process, but it was worth it at the end of the day. So,
how many teams have you talked to so far?
At least over 20, at least.
When we hear every year, usually after the combine, the weirdest question that a guy gets and different things come up. What's the strangest question or tactic that was used to try to get you to maybe let your guard down and not be as prepared as you would be to answer the questions?
I haven't really been getting a lot of those questions. You know, they've been pretty straightforward with me, so.
Is there any coach or GM that when you walked into the room, you were like, wow, I can't believe I'm in here with this guy?
Not really. Honestly, I just feel like that way with everybody. You know, I'm just blessed to be sitting here with you. Like, I'm like, wow.
Well, you don't know me very well.
I don't. But
you won't feel that way in 10 minutes.
I don't. But, like, a couple years ago, like, I never even thought, like, I would be here.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you've got a great story, a great backstory, and it shows that you've got the talent, you've got the character, and you've got the personality to get through adversity that most people don't have to ever get through, and most people couldn't get through. What's the biggest lesson you've learned through your journey? Very unique, very rare journey to get from where you were to where you are now.
You just can't ever give up on yourself, you know, because there's going to be times where you're not going to see the light, or you're not going to really understand where you at in your life, you know, but you just got to see it all the way through. You know, whatever you're doing, you just got to finish it, see it all the way through, man, because you never know what's at the end of the tunnel waiting on you. You know what I'm saying?
Javon, what was the lowest point for you? What was the moment where you're like, I can't believe it can't get any worse for me than this?
The lowest point for me was as a child, you know, but again, I didn't see it that way. But now I'm seeing it, you know, that was the lowest point for me, like living in a basement. So having to use the bathroom outside, that type of stuff. So
when did you realize that you had the kind of skill that could propel you to the NFL?
Probably not till my senior year, honestly. Well, seeing it, like, but a lot of people always tell me, you know, man, if you just stick with it, you got a chance to do something special. But for me, it didn't really manifest until like my junior, senior year. So,
who were the people around you that maybe helped you realize and have the discipline you needed to get the most out of the God-given abilities you have?
For starters, my JUCO D-line coach, Coach Anthony Maddox, he always pounded that in my head, you know. But when I got to South Carolina, like Coach Muschamp and every other coach that was there, they always telling me the same stuff. Like, man, you got a chance to do something special. You know, you got a special ability to. You got things that other people don't got. You know, you do things that other people just can't physically do. So,
when did you go through your growth spurt to get to 6'5", 324? How old were you?
Well, in like 8th grade, I probably was like 6 foot. Went from 8th grade to 9th grade, I went from like 6 foot to maybe like 6'2", 6'3". Then my sophomore, like not sophomore, but 10th grade, yeah, I went from like 6'3" to 6'5", and then I stopped growing after that. So, do
you have to fight to keep your work on? You got to really make yourself, I mean, your weight on to eat to stay at 324?
I eat a lot, so I mean it's not really hard.
Yeah.
I gain and lose weight fast. So,
who is the player that when you're out on an NFL field, you're going to look out there and you're going to see him and you're going to say, I can't believe I'm out here with this guy?
Probably if I was playing next to Aaron Donald or Chris Jones or Fletcher Cox, somebody like that, man, it would be crazy. I'd be like, dang, I just was watching this guy, you know. So
you're one of the only ones that didn't say Tom Brady.
Nah, Tom Brady don't play my position. So
you get to chase Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You may get to knock Tom Brady on the ground.
Yeah, but I don't get to play next to Tom Brady.
No, I know. And you know what Chris Jones says to Tom Brady when he knocks him on the ground? He calls him an old man.
He is old now. He is old now.
Well, hey, Javon, it's great to visit with you. I know you got a busy week. We appreciate you giving us some of your time. And really, you can read up on Javon Kinlaw. Look, it's an inspiring story. You've come a long way, man. And we are proud of what you've done, and we look forward to seeing what you do in the National Football League, and we're rooting for you.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.